How does she have a job?
I don't know.
My war reserve's worth about stars.
Redacted.
Hey, let's have some fun.
He's like, sure, and just yeets off his pants. It's just like those magnetic pants that you just fucking... Like the one stock image of the guy ripping off his pants.
Yeah.
It's just that.
We're still on Sister's left crotch arrow.
What's gotten into you, Emmy? Interrupted during my lazing about session, I rise from my bed and greet my unexpected guest.
I know that feel. You're just laying in bed on your phone, more than likely plugged in the charger, just relaxing. Then you hear someone knocking on the door. It's like, what the fuck do you want?
Bro, that is a fucking mood.
I am always a fucking mood.
Everything's a fucking mood.
I know. My mood earlier was when my fucking tablet died and I was in the mood drawing. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, well, that's not the kind of mood I'm talking about, but yeah.
You know, the thing about the iPad Pro for people, you can't really use it when you're drawing and on the charger because it nullifies the charging.
Yeah. I was using the millennial term of mood. Oh, that's fucking relatable. No, that's a fucking mood.
But we're not millennials, though.
I've already picked up on the lingo.
I know, we still say oof.
Yeah, but we all still say
yeet.
Everyone's saying yeet now.
Yeet's coming back.
Exactly.
I didn't let yeet die.
Emmy already skipped my invitation to enter, jumped onto my bed and assumed a feminine sitting pose.
Do you say yeet when you throw something into the trash can from a far distance?
Yeah. I say yeet all the time. I say yeet and mood and yikes.
Or I say oof instead of yikes.
I say yikes, I say oof.
Oof.
I still I'm basically just like a
We're meme machines.
Yeah. I speak the millennial lingo.
What you doing, you little millennial?
I was about ready to start the fapping session when you came in. Lying here fiddling with my phone. Yeah, fiddling my phone. Oh, yeah. Just got out of the bath. Oh, I wonder what you did in the bath. Hope it didn't clog the drain.
You hear Santa trying to come. Bren, what's that floating stuff in the pool? It's not soap.
It's just sea foam.
I repeat, children are drowning in the pool.
The cause was an unidentified form of sea foam.
Unidentified semen. So you're just sitting there working. Oh shit. So you're just sitting here working away and you're free to play games? This game is so 2019. That's a mood too.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to see you working away at something below the belt when I opened the door, if you know. She gets it.
Yeah, she wanted to see him fapping. For real, enough with the awful jokes.
He knows it's not a joke.
Yeah. I can't even let my guard down in this place, can I? Riri proved that herself the other day.
So, brother, how was Riri touching your Riri?
She touched my Riri good. What?
That voice impression. You sound like the Scooby-Doo from the movie. The live-action one, the first one.
Oh, fuck that one.
The good one, the decent one.
Yeah. My childhood friend and sister are a ridiculous pair of girls.
It took me years to figure out that tour guy with the fluffy hair was Mr. Bean. It's like, really? It's Mr. Bean? I'd never seen him act serious.
Yeah. Right here. I'm more or less used to it by now, though. They've always been that way. So, what you coming in here for?
A dickin'. Do I need a reason? Can't I come here without some kind of business to deal with? I came here because I'm your little sister. Isn't that a reason enough? No.
Well, I don't mind either way.
Then good.
She came before she came here before she was bored. A simple enough explanation.
It's like good. Now bend over.
I said I broke my bed, giving Emmy my full attention.
Then you see Riri perking out through the window over here, looking angry.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect timing for your back to open up. If you'll excuse me. No, if you'll excuse me. Gotta put emphasis on the you.
Emmy wheels around me and attaches to my back. You've been behaving like a spoiled little girl all day. What's gotten into you?
I just feel like being spoiled, that's all. It's so nice having such wide beds here. We just have little futons at home.
I can't fucking hear the word futon without thinking of the late John Pinette. A futon is what you make the people who you get your angry sleep on. Oh, you want a mental date? Well, you're sleeping on the futon.
Futons suck.
Exactly. That's why you make the bad guests sleep on the futon.
Or the people you hate.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago that I've had never dreamt of having my own room.
I once had a dream. Well, that's because you always let me have the only bedroom in the apartment. I would have been fine sleeping in the same room as you, honestly. Oh, and us having a futon and bath at the same time, too, of course.
Hey, now, that was not a bathtub in the bedroom. That's a separate issue.
Hey, now, you're an all-star.
Emmy leans harder and harder against my back as we continue to continue this amateur comedy routine. Emmy's been in high spirits ever since we got home. As her brother, I'm just pleased knowing that she's happy since the discussion that we had this afternoon. An older brother's simplest joys. Can you move the text box up and down again?
Damn it. No! I misclicked. Where's backlog?
An older brother's simplest joy is seeing the beaming face of his sister.
Hey! What were you thinking when I first revealed that picture was an angel? Fat fuel. He admitted it.
Yeah. Oh, my screen is glitched. I can't read it. Okay, stop. Still can't read it.
Do you need me to read it?
Just move it halfway and keep it there.
No, because that just ruins it.
I know, but I was just trying to see. My little sister is an actual angel.
Yeah, we put it on the bottom.
You can put it back on top now.
Boring.
I actually kind of like titles like that. Is that wrong?
Your sense of humor is ice cold. Can I call you Jon Snow for?
I didn't even see Game of Thrones, and that was fucking hilarious.
Same here.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that topic. Let's move on. Hey, my screen's back to normal. I definitely want to still be called Oni-chan. The name makes me feel like I should be carrying a sword and talking about how the winter is coming. Fucking hell. Anyways, let me think of an answer to your question. The situation before that night was pretty much the same as this now.
Soon his dick is gonna be looking like her finger.
Yeah. I don't think anything's different. We're acting the same around each other as we always have. Yeah. You want a piece of this Marge ass on me?
No, I don't.
I guess I really only thought Emmy is who she is.
Again, our videos are half gameplay, 45% memes, and 5% education. So, you're so dull. You're no fun. Oh, you're a dickhead.
Emmy pulls my back toward the bed.
Ooh.
Can we fit like a 0.1% impressions in this by now? Was that a no?
I said I know.
Oh. Boring or not, that really only answers that's the only answer I can think of. I offer no resistance and let her continue to manhandle me.
Don't let her do it. I always hated having to hide the truth from you. But Mom and Dad said that was a condition for my adoption, so I just dealt with it.
Actually, that reminds me. Did Mom and Dad both know you were an angel?
Yeah, I sold myself to them with my winsome model smile.
No. That's not what I meant. Wait, are you for real?
Yep.
Hey, was I seriously the only one in the family who didn't know? And why exactly did my parents know about that like it was totally normal?
Well, maybe they assumed that you lived with other ones.
That's very true. I know I'm a normal human, so...
Are you sure?
Yeah. He may be just some incubus in disguise. Raging sex demon.
Yeah.
Am I a reincarnation of some demon lord or something? Holy shit, I didn't mean for that.
Nah, you're totally ordinary. You're playing like a fucking board. Mom and Dad are just ambassadors between our worlds. That's how they knew. That's probably the why they're gone so long.
Yeah. Are you shitting me? And this is the first time I've ever heard any details about what our parents' jobs are. I love his reaction.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, he is hashtag. He's a fucking mood. He is relatable.
He's becoming woke. As the cool kids say.
I mean, I was curious as to why they hardly ever come home, but when was their job of a national diplomacy level of importance?
I wonder how much they get paid.
Millions. This was a big surprise that learning that Riri was a succubus and Emmy was an angel. Mom and Dad, I'm so sorry for not showing you more respect.
They get along well with Rika's household because she and her husband are in the same line of work.
Oh, that makes sense.
I can't understand why, out of all people, Rika would be an ambassador. She's a bitch.
Yeah. Nothing else can surprise me today. I mean, now that she's explained it, it just seems consistent enough to believe. I guess I can accept this. But you got adopted into the family with practically no delay. I honestly thought Dad might have a Lolita complex.
Well, he likes lollies?
No, Lolly and Lolita are different.
What's Lolita?
It's more like somewhat like gothic.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that kind of not like like Victorian gothic.
Oh.
Yeah, not gothic, but Victorian gothic. That's Lolita.
Okay.
Of course, it does often. I do believe it does often have like lollies in it, but it's more of that flavor of Victorian gothic style. Oh. The suspense at the time was amplified by how irrefutable cute Emmy was.
I'm honestly really grateful to our parents. But if I hadn't met you back then, I'd never have a chance to have a family that I do now.
Hey, look at it out of the bright side.
Do you remember the first time you and I had met?
Of course. I could never forget.
Apparently Lolita is a 1955 novel written by Russian-American novelist Vladimir Nabokov.
Try looking up fashion trend.
To Urban Dictionary. Well, apparently Lolita is a film, too. Lolita Back Bay is a Mexican restaurant in Boston, Massachusetts.
Lolita fashion. Is it? Oh. From the wiki, Lolita is a fashion subculture of the Japanese. It's highly influenced by Victorian and Edwardian children's clothing and style of the Rococo period.
There it is. I found it. Oh, it's children's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very distinct popularity of Lolita fashion. Many substyles such as sailor, country, hymn, ego, guru, oriental.
Did you read this line already?
It happened 7 or 8 years ago. Now I did.
Flashback.
Aww. What's wrong? Where's your mom and dad? There was a girl who I'd seen sitting alone on the swing set by the beach all day. I got curious after a while, and I walked up to her without much thought. This is the first time the two of us spoke.
Do I have to do a higher pitched voice?
No, you don't have to.
If you're hitting on me, try someone else. I'm not that easy to please.
Oh.
Touch me and I'll scream that you're a molester. Hashtag me too, am I right, millennials?
Emmy's words were like a thrust of a combat knife. Oof. I didn't really know what the magic word molester actually meant at the time, or what would happen if she did scream it. So I was somewhat aware that I might be getting myself in trouble if I involved myself with her, though. Still, I couldn't just have left her alone with a face shown like she's ready to cry. Are you lost? Do you not know how to get home?
Just go away. I have nothing to do with you.
Maybe not, but I can't just leave you alone.
She's adorable.
Yeah. It looks like you're about ready to cry. Did something happen to make you sad? I know how much it sucks to sit alone and cry.
Let me just blame it. I know how much it sucks.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm not going to cry. What do you even know about me?
I clearly remember the pained face she made as she said those words, one step closer to tears. Even at that age, I knew how to tell that I had stepped into a figurative landmine. But I also know how it feels to be alone. Mom and Dad left me by myself all the time. Riri and Rika were around, sure, but not all the time. And in those intervals, the loneliness crushed me. There's no way I could leave her alone, knowing that. Why don't you come to my place? I'll give you something to eat.
You? Cooking? You're just a kid like me.
My parents don't come home much, so yeah, I cook for myself.
Why would your parents just not be home that much?
I don't really know. They said they're at work. So come on. Let's go. I made curry today. It's good.
Wait, let go of me! I never said I'd come. That's what she said.
It's got beef tendon in it. I'm really proud of it.
Do you not see anything wrong with a boy dragging me to his house where no one else is there to watch him?
I won't do anything to you, I promise. We're just going to I'm just going to have there for a meal. What are you so afraid of? Come on, just for a bit.
No, let me go! I don't want to be forced to eat or whatever. Nobody else is there. Man, she's loud.
Yeah. Oh, save me!
We hear the cops.
And that's when Rika-san came and vouched for me.
All I heard was sirens.
Yeah. Speaking of which, she also socked me a good one for the instance she saw me. I'll call it the succubus haymaker. First time I came to fear of being falsely accused of a crime. I felt compelled to look up to the sky and recall the scene, even now. Getting locked up would not be a nice experience for any young boy.
And we've been inseparable ever since that day. I'll always be grateful to our parents. I'm glad I got to join the Fujima family as your sister. I'm glad that it was your family that welcomed me.
I can practically feel the calm joy in Emi's tone through my back. And I know that despite not being able to see her right now, Emi's wearing a wide, gentle smile. Instead of patting or rubbing her head, I opt to push back against her in response. By the way, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Why were you sitting all alone there in the first place? It didn't take you much time for you to become part of this family, but that just makes me wonder what the deal was with your real parents.
Where to start? I have no reason to hide it anymore. Whatever.
She hesitates, but just for a second. She manages to compose. She regains her composure, and we starts again.
So you know about Cupid, right?
Like the angel of love?
That's the one. In other cultures, Cupid is more of a deity of love rather than just an angel. And it just so happens that I'm part of the clan of angels descended from that one. Ridiculous as it may sound.
Wow, really? You're an actual Cupid? Amy nods grimly.
My parents decided to start fussing about it one day. You want me to be the dad and you be the mom?
If you want to.
It's about time you became the explanatory young lady expected of a girl in our family. So I think before long you'll need to get ready to assume the Cupid's name, don't you?
We'll have to start her off with the archery lessons, won't we? Having to make sure that that trademark love arrow never misses.
That's just straight up gross. No way I'm going along with that. Ow. And our timing was terrible, and that was when I was starting to get tired of the whole idol thing. So I just got fed up with it and ditched it. I decided to change my major. I grabbed the bank book and card reserved for work expenses and ran out of the house. Before I knew it, I was on the plane bound for the human world.
Buying a plane ticket and boarding are a series of deliberate events. You can't just walk absent-mindedly onto a plane. She even secured the money she needed while on the run. Emmy was one shrewd kid back then, I guess. She's a woman to be feared sometimes.
And, well, I guess that's how I ended up getting disowned. Or whatever you fuckers like to call it. I mean, I haven't had any contact with them since I ran off, so I don't know a lot about what happened to them afterward.
Okay, I get the picture now. I know a little about showbiz or societies where people adopt their family's title. But I suppose it'd be easily qualified as a kind of environment that would spur a little girl to run away. Judging by what she told me about idle life earlier today, I figured she'd probably be holding back the temptation to run away for some time. Emmy had a rougher life than I previously thought, and she's barely more than a little girl. I think to myself as my back heats up from her embrace. But now that it's on my mind, it occurred to me that I was a really pushy kid when we first met. I mean, being pushy actually earned me an adorable little sister, so I guess it worked out anyway.
You're thinking about it the wrong way. You were my savior when I was at my lowest, you know? I was just so done with everything when you found me. So when you came to me in earnest without any other motive than just cheer me up, I couldn't have been happier.
Emmy's tone sounds as if she savored the memory of the feeling. She's grown quiet, but how she feels is now clearer to me than any other conversation we've had. I wonder, is destiny a real thing after all? It's unlike me to think such things, but Emmy's words have planted that idea into my mind.
I can hear you typing.
Yeah. I think of all the things that occurred to lead us both to the spot.
Huh? You cut out.
I thought I read it.
Oh no, you cut out after spot.
I think of all the things that occurred to lead us to that spot in that moment.
You could have just said in that moment if you wanted to.
That's fine. And then all the time we spent living together as brother and sister. And I conclude, to whatever case that was, I'll always be glad that we met. I savor the pleasant atmosphere for the moment while I anticipate the warm building up between her and my back. Good.
I feel refreshed. Well, that's what happens when you get something like that off your back, isn't it? I almost feel dumb for keeping it a secret all this time.
Nah, the lesson to take away from here is that I should trust your good old Oni-chan more.
Because if I didn't totally trust you already, and even if I did set her something like to make you hate me, I would work to fix it and never go until I just done it.
What's making you think I can never hate you?
I'm in love with you all over again. Here's another squeeze as a reward.
Why'd the background change? Emmy gets up and grabs my head this time, pulling my face into her.
No.
Sister or not, she actually had she really hasn't hugged a man this defenselessly.
Why are we focusing on that? I know what the hug with Jesus.
Emmy is pretty well endowed, after all. She just stuffed my face, nose first, into her bosom. If I were a lesser person, brother or not, I might have pounced on her already.
Oh, so he's considering it. Okay.
Even more so considering the contrast of her soft breast and hard nipples.
Good lord. Fucking shoot me.
What a hopeless sister I... Wait, nipples?
Hold on.
What? I mean, why are you braless with such a thin shirt?
Because wearing a bra is a pain, obviously. I never put one on once I'm out of the bath.
Then why are you hugging me like this? What kind of reward are you giving me? I turn myself away from Emmy in surprise.
What the fuck? I'm gonna save. Buy it.
Just when I thought we'd have had a constructive, wholesome discussion, she had to go and do this.
Why you gotta do that?
I guess I should have expected it by how can I just shrug off contact with an almost bareless breast.
Why are you freaking out over this? I wasn't even conscious until you brought it up, but now even I'm feeling embarrassed. No, you're not.
Amy's face steadily reddened as she covered her breast with her arms.
She looks like she hasn't changed. It's the same fucking outfit she's had for a while.
Yeah. This may have been accidental, but even Emmy's flustered by it now. Hold on. If her nipples were that hard, how much of an accident could this have been? The fuck? I mean, guys sometimes have standing up moments without meaning to, so I guess it might be possible for girls too.
Not wrong.
I shake my head furiously, trying to dispel the lingering sensation of her breast and nipples on my face.
Which head are you shaking furiously? Still, do people usually go crazy like that over their sisters' bodies? You've always had no reaction on whenever I did racy things to you. What's this music? I heard it change.
I saw the thing popped up. I didn't have time to read it.
I didn't even notice. I was looking at my phone.
Emmy makes a face that simultaneously shows offense, pouts, and accusation of me of something. Well, I mean, you're still my sister, more or less. We only have a few problems if I get excited over you doing those things to me. Our parents weren't around, and Emmy's room had no lock on the door.
She has a pouty face.
Yes. Emmy had ever used her circumstances to hone her sexual harassment skills to perfection. However, I tried to think about it. The condition that have always been perfect for something irreversibly to happen. Hell, I can't even deny how freaking cute my sister is, like, seriously. But I've spent all this time doing what I can to keep myself from seeing her as more than a sister. None of that was my intention when I first dragged Emmy to my house.
Well, I do get excited.
She just unplugged my thoughts. I look at Emmy, her eyes turned away, face still brilliantly flushed.
I mean, I'm a normal girl at heart. I get jealous when I see you getting friendly with other girls. Alright, so we're 2 for 2 on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Riri gets jealous, now Emery gets jealous.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm reminded of the man that you are, I want you to.
Emmy never spoke to me about such a tone before.
I swear to God, they're all gonna be the fucking same.
Yep. She plays with her fingers nervously as her head tilted down with her eyes turned up towards me.
Come on, tell me the truth. You can't handle the truth. You not want me like that? Not at all?
She leans in towards me.
Oh shit.
Granting me a peek at her breast again. Attention to the moment made it visibly clear she's ready to cry.
She looks it.
Mm-hmm. I eye the lightly skinned, slender hands. I glance at the points on her chest, poking sharply through the thin one piece. She can't hold back a nervous gulp. I'm losing my sanity here.
Oh, I lost that after Nikopara Volume 1. Quiet.
Same. Hold on. One moment. Okay. I can't keep my cool in this situation.
Oh, I thought your screen glitched, that's why I moved it.
No. I can't just say, don't be ridiculous, and brush her off this time. The bed creaks as Emmy draws near. Well, I know you since we were little, so... adopted or not, the fact is that you've always lived as family, so I give a standard robotic excuse, which hardly has any thought behind it.
Just like the other girl you lusted after, who you've known since you were little and saw as family? She threw that card.
Yeah.
She's like, trump card. She just threw that bomb at him.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, what?
He's like, oh, shit. Essentially saying, he's like, oh, fuck, she knows.
Yeah. What did you just say? Why mention Riri?
She jealous of her?
Oh.
You think she's jealous of Riri?
Probably. Lusting after? I don't think she means the 5-member handjob event. So that means she's talking about the other things that Riri and I did.
Yes, I know exactly what you and Riri did in the bath the other night. You did a good job, by the way.
And why do you know about this?
Why? Why?
Why?
Because I was just about to barge in on you in the bathroom too, but a certain someone already beat me to the punch. There's just a fucking line. Wait your turn!
Oh, come on.
Wow, he's like, oh, come on.
Whatever her reason for knowing, I can't refute the fact that it happened. I thought bathing time was supposed to be, private. I can't believe she caught us.
Pretty sure more than just her caught it.
Uh-huh. But given what we were doing at that time, I can't think of a proper repairment to give her.
I'll say, how do you think I did?
Mm-hmm. A bead of cold sweat runs down my cheek.
You know when you get cold sweats in your face? That's when you know you don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
I hit the gun. Go. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the game.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was, a special training session to break her habit of...
Yeah, I know. Of course it was. You're the assistant dorm lead, so you're just doing the boss's job, right?
Yeah, exactly. There was never a question of whether any lust was involved.
And that's the case, then remember, I'm living here for the same reason. Trump card number 2.
Yeah.
Your job is to cure this brother complex I have, isn't it? Trump card number 3.
She put both her hands on my shoulders and slowly pushed me flat on the bed. Oh.